Let's just start in a comfortable seated position. And just find your sit bones. Allow your torso to be nice and long, reaching through the crown of the head. Relax your shoulders, relax your arms and your hands and your fingers. And just notice the quality of your breath as it passes in and out of your body, not trying to change it initially, just following the path. And then let's begin by consciously drawing the breath all the way to the base of the spine, lifting it to the very top of the lungs, and then surrendering it from the top of the lungs as you begin to engage the belly button in towards the spine, gently lifting in the pelvic floor, engaging the bandhas, and completely expressing the exhale. Another nice deep breath, conscious, intentional exhale. And again. And if you'd like, you could practice the Ujjayi breathing as well. We're just going to bring our hands in prayer fashion and let's squeeze the shoulders up towards the ears. Take a full breath. And then relax. Inhale, squeeze. And relax. Once more, inhale, squeeze. And relax. Let's inhale and reach up through the arms. As we exhale, we're going to drop one hand to the floor and open the side of the body, looking up towards the ceiling. And an inhale, coming through the center, lengthening. And then exhale, we'll drop the other hand to the floor, opening the side of the body. Inhale, open through the center, releasing the heart. Exhale, dropping the hands, opening the side. Inhale through the center. Exhale the other side. Inhale through the center. We're going to exhale and we're going to interlace the hands behind the back. As we inhale, open the chest, look up towards the ceiling. Exhale, soften, release forward. You could drop the chin towards the collarbone. Inhale, open. Exhale, release. Again, on. Inhale, open. Exhale, release. Good. We're going to inhale and come back to the center. And as we exhale, we're just going to come into a gentle twist, looking behind you, even reaching with the eyes. As you inhale, reach and lengthen. Exhale the other side. Once more on each side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Gently, you could use that knee as leverage. Inhaling through the center. Exhaling, twist. Inhaling through the center, and we'll exhale and release the hands alongside the body. We're going to reach the legs straight out, reaching through the soles of the feet. Let's inhale, and we're going to bring the toes towards the shins. As you exhale, pointing the toes. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point. Good. Let's bring the feet up about hip width apart. We're going to roll the ankles towards each other. And then away from each other about 3 times. Good. Let's inhale and we're going to draw one knee in towards the torso. And then we're going to draw as if we're drawing a circle, opening the knee, inhaling up, exhaling down, inhaling up, exhaling down. And then the other direction. Good. Once more. Good. Let's inhale and squeeze that knee in. As we exhale, we're going to straighten it out from the hip, a couple inches from the floor. Inhaling up, exhale, straighten. Inhaling up, and once more, exhale, straighten. Good. Give that leg a little bit of love. And then we'll inhale and draw that other knee towards the torso. We're going to draw that nice broad circle with the leg. So inhaling up, exhale, release. Once more in this direction. And then going in the other direction, inhaling up, exhale, release. Once more. We're going to inhale, draw the knee in towards the chest. Exhale, release it out a couple inches from the floor. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, engage. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, engage. Good. And then we're going to cross the ankles and come forward onto the hands and the knees. Hopefully this mic doesn't pull my pants down. Bringing the hands directly underneath the shoulders, the knees directly underneath the hips. We'll exhale, press into the hands and the knees, arching through the back, wakening up the spine. Inhale, open the heart, looking up towards the ceiling. Really engaging the bandhas, following the breath. Once more in each direction. We're going to inhale and come back to the center. We'll exhale and walk the hands way over to the left side. As you exhale, release the hips towards the opposite heel, opening the side of the body again a little bit, breathing from the fingertips all the way to the hip, creating space between the ribs. One more full breath here. Begin to slow down. Let's inhale and come up, going through the center, all the way to the other side off the mat. Exhale, release the hips towards that opposite heel. Feeling that space between the fingertips and the hip. Nice strong breathing. Noticing how you feel. One more deep breath. Inhaling, coming up, passing through the center. Bringing the hands directly underneath the shoulders. We'll curl the toes. On an exhale, coming up into downward facing dog. This first time we'll walk the feet, opening the back of the legs. Breathing a lot. Feeling those bandhas engaging on the exhale. We're going to inhale and we're going to reach the leg up towards the ceiling. Take a full breath in. As you exhale, draw that knee in. Reach towards the knee with the chin. Inhaling up. Exhale, engage. Inhaling up. Exhale, engage. Inhaling, extend. And exhaling, we're going to step that right foot forward into a deep lunge and drop the back foot. And just sinking into the hips. You could bring the hand on the knee if that feels more comfortable. Just really working the hips open towards the floor. Lengthening through the crown of the head on the inhale, softening on the exhale. One more deep breath. And from here, we're just going to sit back towards the heel of the foot and reach through that front leg, reaching the toes towards the shin. As much as it feels good, you don't have to sit all the way back if you don't want. Just getting a different perspective in that front leg. Take a couple nice deep breaths. And let's inhale and come forward. We'll curl the back toes and come up on that leg. Replace that foot with that right hand. And then as we exhale, coming back into downward facing dog. Strong, deep breathing, rolling the shoulders away from the ears. Notice how you feel. Notice if there's a difference in the feeling of your legs. We're going to inhale the left leg up. As you exhale, draw the knee in, meet it with your chin. Inhale, reach. Exhale, engage. Inhale, reach. Exhale, engage. Inhaling, reach. And this time we're going to exhale and step that foot forward into a deep lunge, dropping the back knee just like we did on the first side, and sinking the hips towards the floor. Breathing a lot. Again, noticing if there's a difference in the sides of your body. Notice how you feel. One more nice deep breath. As you exhale, sit back towards the heel of the foot and reach through the sole of the front foot, releasing forward, remembering to come into it as much as it feels good. Deep breathing. If you want to roll the foot a little bit, getting those attachments differently to awaken and open. Let's inhale and come all the way forward. We'll press into that palm on the floor and come up on the back leg. And then we'll replace the foot with the hand as we exhale, coming back into downward facing dog. Strong breaths. Pressing into the palms equally. Releasing the shoulders away from the ears. Engage the bandhas on the exhale. Good. This next time we're going to inhale and we're going to drop both knees towards the floor. As we exhale, lifting back up into down dog. Inhale, drop the knees. Exhale, press. Once more, inhaling, dropping the knees. Exhale, press. And the next inhale, we're going to look up towards the top of the mat. Jump, step, or walk forward. Exhale and fold, release. Tucking the tailbone, stacking the spine, one vertebrae at a time. Coming to standing. Good. So let's bring our big toes together and the heels slightly apart. We're going to inhale and come up onto the toes, reaching through the fingertips. Then exhale, release the hands down and sink into the soles of the feet. Inhale and coming up onto the toes for a moment. Exhale and sink. Once more, inhaling, coming up onto the toes. Exhale, release. And then we're going to inhale and draw the breath in. Exhale, surrender into Uttanasana, forward bend. Inhale, look up, flat spine. Exhale as you step back. Yoga push-up, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhaling, rolling upward dog on the inhale, or cobra. Draw the belly button in, exhaling. Downward dog, we'll stay here for a few breaths, actively pressing into the index finger and thumb, lifting in the hips. One more, nice deep breath. On an inhale, looking up towards the top of the mat, jump, step, or walk forward. As we exhale, fold into Uttanasana. Inhaling, coming all the way up, gathering the breath. Exhaling, Samastiti. And again, inhale, draw the breath in. Exhale, surrender. Inhale, look up, flatten the back. Exhale, step back, Chaturanga Dandasana, elbows close. Inhale, upward dog, open the heart. Draw the belly button in, exhaling. Downward dog, strong breathing. Really working on if you need to come up onto the toes and reach the heels back or create more space between the feet. Allow yourself to do that, finding where the posture is useful for you today. Just breathing a lot. On an inhale, looking up towards the top of the mat, jump, step, or walk forward. Exhale and fold, relax. Inhaling all the way up. Exhaling. Samastiti. Good. One more time. Inhaling, gather the breath. Exhaling, surrendering forward. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward dog on the inhale. Drawing the belly button in. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Strong breathing. Just had the random thought of, I wonder how many hours in my life I've been in this posture. Collectively, I imagine quite a bit. So as you inhale, we're gonna look up towards the top of the mat, jump step or walk forward. Exhale and fold, relax. Inhale, pressing the floor away, coming all the way up. Exhaling, Samastiti. Good. We're gonna sink nice and low in the hips and come into that chair pose. If you want, you could even kind of hug your thighs and just sink really low in the hips. Try to sustain that depth in the posture as you bring your arms up. Inhaling, breathing a lot. Relax the shoulders, engaging those bandhas, especially on the exhale. One more strong breath. Squeeze your thighs. Let's come halfway down and interlace the palms, pressing the palms away from you as you sink into the hips, nice and low, strong breathing. One more deep breath. As you inhale, come all the way back up to standing. Exhale, surrender the arms. We're going to inhale and step the feet hip width apart so the edges of the feet are parallel to each other. Exhale the hands to the waist. Inhale, draw your breath in, lean back. Exhale, tuck that belly in as you fold forward, grabbing the big toes with the first two fingers and thumb. Surrendering the crown of the head towards the floor, breathing a lot. Wrists facing each other, elbows reaching in opposite directions. Noticing how you feel, really feeling as if you're drawing that belly button in with each exhale. One more deep breath. You're going to inhale and come halfway up. As you exhale, release the hands back to the waist. Inhale the rest of the way up. Lean back, open the chest. Exhale, look forward. Good, let's step to the top of the mat. We'll go into the Trikonasana series. Let's inhale and reach the legs wide. The right foot is going to turn out. Left foot slightly in. Hips are going to be open, shoulders open as we inhale and reach. Exhale, coming down over that extended right leg. As you look towards, you can either look towards the floor or up towards that extended hand. And remember your options. You don't have to go so far, or you can go further, whatever feels best. Relax that shoulder and really reach through that extended hand. Breathing a lot. Noticing, really using those legs as a foundation. Let's soften in the knee as you inhale. Come all the way up, reaching through the arms. We're going to pivot on the heels. Left foot out, right foot slightly in. Exhaling down. Opening. Relax that shoulder as you extend through the opposite hand. Breathing across the chest. Breathing a lot. Relaxing the face, engaging the legs. Nice strong breathing. Good. Let's inhale and come up. We'll exhale the hands to the waist. We're going to widen our feet a little bit, bringing the edges of the feet parallel to each other. Nice wide stance, hands to the waist. And inhaling, coming all the way up, lean back. And exhaling, coming forward to get the rotation in our spine and warm up. So we're gonna slide one hand like we often do to the midline of the body as you inhale that right hand up. Exhale, the hand on the floor is replaced and you pivot to the other side. So as if your spine is an axis, you want to have that nice length from the base of the spine all the way to the crown of the head. Once more on each side. And then coming down, we're going to just grab onto the elbows and surrender forward, soften in the knees. Slowly tuck the tailbone under and come back up to standing. We'll toe heel the feet towards each other just a little bit. Turn that right foot out. And then the back foot, the toes have to come in a little more so you can square your hips over that front right foot. Let's bring the left hand to, the right hand to the back, the sacral area, and we'll inhale and reach up with the left hand. As you exhale, come down. That hand is going to come directly underneath the shoulder. When we bend, we'll bend the knees, inhaling, and then exhaling, pressing into the sole of the foot. Inhale, soften, exhale, press. We'll do that once more. Inhaling, soften, exhale, press. And then if you'd like, you could pivot around the spine, coming into that reverse triangle, engaging the abdomen a lot, drawing in the pelvic floor, up in the pelvic floor, Mula Bandha on the exhale. One more deep breath. On an exhale, bringing the hands on either side of that front foot. And then we're going to really reach that right hip back. Left hip draws forward, lifting the pelvic floor. Really focusing on the bandhas. Notice how you feel. Soften in the knee. Let's inhale and come all the way up. We'll pivot on the heels, turning that left foot out. So that left hand is going to come to the sacral area as we reach and lift through the right, inhaling. As you exhale, bringing the hand down on the inside of that foot. We'll bend the knee, inhaling, exhale, release. Inhale, bend, soften, exhale, engage. Once more. And then you could continue to move in that fashion, or if you want to come into that full revolved triangle, or Vrita Trikonasana, relaxing what you can, really engaging the pelvic floor, lifting that belly button. One deep breath here. And then exhale, release both hands alongside the foot. We're going to really draw that left hip back, right hip forward as you draw up on the pelvic floor. Strong breathing. Belly button engaged. Soften in the knee. As you inhale, come all the way up. Good. We're going to keep our feet nice and wide. We're going to widen it probably just a little bit more than it was. That sunshine is wonderful. The edges of the feet parallel to each other. Bringing the hands, let's actually bring the hands in front of the thighs. We're going to inhale and lean back. Exhale, release the hands down the legs. You could grab onto the big toes with the first two fingers and thumb, wrists facing each other. Breathing a lot. Parshrita Padottanasana. Notice what it feels like. If you feel safe and comfortable, you can begin shifting the weight gently towards the base of the toes and really engage your quadricep muscles. Nice strong legs, creating that sturdy foundation. One more nice deep breath. You're gonna inhale and come halfway up, look forward. Exhale the hands back to the waist. Inhale the rest of the way up, opening the chest, lean back. Exhale, look forward. Good, let's inhale and reach for the arms. We're gonna exhale, interlacing the hands behind the back. Inhale, draw the breath in, opening the heart. Exhale, softening forward, releasing the hands up and over as much as it feels accessible. And good, not forcing anything, breathing a lot. Breathing into the shoulders, softening with each breath. One more deep breath. As you inhale, come halfway up, look forward, exhale here. Inhale the rest of the way up, opening the chest. Exhale, look forward, releasing the arms. We're going to inhale and step to the top of the mat. Quickly surveying through the body in Samasthiti or equal standing pose. So just feeling the effects of that posture and how you feel, if you feel more sturdy and aware of your feet. We're going to use a sun salutation to get into the next posture. So let's inhale and draw the breath in, looking at the thumbs. Exhale, surrender forward, relax the back of the neck. Inhale, looking up, flatten the back. Exhale, step back. Chaturanga Dandasana, almost close. Inhale, upward dog. Exhaling, downward dog. We're going to turn the left foot at an angle and draw the right foot forward into a deep lunge. Sinking the hips towards the floor, making sure the knee is in the direction of the toes. Inhaling the arms up towards the ceiling. Breathing a lot. Relaxing what you can. Engaging the belly, especially on the exhale. Reaching through the fingertips. One more breath. We're going to inhale and open. I'll turn around so you can see. Opening the hips, coming into warrior two. Sinking into those hips. Knee going over those front toes. Relaxing what you can. Notice how you feel. One more nice deep breath. We're going to drop the elbow to the knee. That opposite arm comes up and over, reaching. Feeling that line from the edge of the foot through the fingertips. Breathing a lot. Drawing the belly in, especially on the exhale. Notice how you feel. One more nice deep breath. Let's inhale and come up. We'll drop that back hand to the thigh, coming into reverse warrior. Those fingertips reaching the corner of the room. Increase. Nice deep breaths. Good. Let's inhale and come back into warrior two. We're going to exhale and straighten that leg. Pivot on the heels and turning that left leg out, sinking into warrior two on the other side. Really reaching through the crown of the head, looking over that extended left hand. Breathe a lot. Notice how you feel. Nice full breaths. One more deep breath. We're going to drop the elbow to the knee. The right hand comes up and over, still sinking towards the floor with the hips. Reaching with that hand. Feeling the length in the body and breathing into that line. One more nice deep breath. Good. Let's inhale back and up, back into warrior two is what I was going to say, and then drop that back hand to the thigh, coming into reverse warrior, reaching the fingertips to the crease of the room, opening the ribs. Good. And then you might have to shorten your stance a little bit to come into warrior one. over that front left leg. Again, relaxing into the hips on the exhale, opening the heart on the inhale. And let's exhale and come all the way down. We're going to bring that right hand to the floor. Replace the foot with the left hand. We're going to pause here in plank position. Inhaling, rocking towards the crown of the head. Exhaling back. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Once more. And then on an exhale, we'll come into downward facing dog. Breathing a lot. Relaxing what you can. On an inhale, we're going to look up towards the top of the mat and walk through slowly and sit down. Good. So we're going to find our sit bones. Reach through the soles of the feet, lengthen through the crown of the head, hugging the back of the legs to the floor, hands alongside the hips. We'll reach through the crown of the head as we exhale, tuck the chin towards the collarbone. Breathing a lot. Really feeling that internal fire as you draw in the belly button, lifting in the pelvic floor. Dandasana or staff pose. One more deep breath. Let's inhale and reach, lengthen through the sides of the body. As you exhale, fold forward and come down as much as it feels accessible. If you're using a yoga strap, you could use that here as well. And grab onto the big toes with those first two fingers and thumb, reaching through the crown of the head on the inhale. Engaging your belly to draw you forward on the exhale. Really paying attention to those body locks. Your internal space, using your breath to create change. One more nice deep breath. As you inhale, come up. We're going to bring the hands behind us, fingertips facing the hips. Roll the shoulders open. This might be enough. You could point the toes if you want and just breathe in this position, opening the front of the body. Or you could bring the feet hip width apart, lifting the hips up towards the ceiling, breathing here. One more nice deep breath. And release. Good. I'm going to bring the right leg up. It's pretty cool because I actually think it's mirroring me. I'm not sure, but so we're going to bring the right leg up, coming into Janu Sirsasana. Sometimes we have to do a little extra work to open the knee or the thigh. So take your time and do that. Whenever you're ready, again, finding the sit bones, inhaling, lengthening. Exhale, fold forward. On the inhale, you feel the length and the reach through the crown of the head. And as you exhale, you soften. Nice deep breaths. Noticing how you feel. One more strong breath. Let's inhale and come up. We're going to balance, so supporting the thighs if you want, shins parallel, or you could reach through the legs and the arms, engaging the legs a lot. It helps to look towards the ceiling as well. Deep breathing here. One more strong breath. Good, let's inhale and come up. Reach up through the crown of the head, lengthening, stretching the spine, and then we'll bring that left leg up into Janu Sirsasana. Finding the sit bones, reaching through the crown of the head. Let's inhale and lengthen. Exhale, fold as much as it feels accessible. And good. Not forcing, just witnessing, breathing a lot, being where you are. Sometimes that ujjayi or audible breath helps you bring your mind and your awareness back into the moment. Apparently not to articulate very clearly, however. Inhaling, lengthen, exhaling, surrender. Good. Let's inhale and come up. Again, we'll balance, supporting the thighs. Remember your options. Strong breathing. One more deep breath. Good. Let's inhale and come up, reaching through the crown of the head, lengthening the spine. And then we're going to bring the right leg behind us. Release the foot to the top of the foot to the floor. And I think it's helpful to grab that calf muscle. We'll roll it out, lengthening, reaching up through the sit bones. And this is pretty intense in of itself. So if this is where you are and that feels comfortable, if you need something under your hips, you could do that as well. And if you'd like to come forward, you can. Breathing wherever it feels accessible to you. Breathing a lot. We're going to inhale and come up, leaning back onto the hands and just gently press into that hip, just pressing it forward a little bit. Take a nice deep breath here. Good. And release. We're going to bring the sole of that foot to the floor. There should be about a hand's width of space between the foot and that opposite thigh. So you could just be here, kind of lengthening through the crown of the head, not kind of, for sure. Or you can bring the shoulder in front of the knee. And this is also a good time to use a strap if you want, but you don't have to. If you're able to bind, if you want to try that, go ahead and do that. We're going to breathe a lot here, wherever we are. Notice how you feel. Inhale, coming up and release. We're grabbing onto the foot and then reaching that leg up towards the ceiling. Nice, strong breathing. One more. And then as we exhale, we're going to drop that foot across on the other side of that opposite thigh. And then we're going to grab that knee and draw it in towards the armpit. And then as you exhale, looking back behind you, lifting through the crown of the head, still reaching through the front foot. As you inhale, feel as if you're lifting, pressing into my hand on the top of your head, if you could imagine. And then as you exhale, surrendering, wringing the body out of toxins. Good. Let's inhale and look forward. We're going to bring this leg all the way behind us, and then we're going to bend the front leg and just come forward softly, and just breathing into the hips, releasing any tension in the back and the torso. One more deep breath here. And we're going to inhale, and we're going to come up, support ourselves with the back hand, and lift the hips, open the front of the body, pressing the hips up towards the ceiling, taking a full breath or two here. And then release, coming down. Good. Let's engage the abdomen a lot. Remember your options here. We're just going to take 2 full breaths. Good. Let's inhale and come up, reaching through the crown of the head. And then as we exhale, we're going to bring that other leg behind us. Top of the foot, it's not behind us, the leg's not behind us. The top of the foot is going to come towards the floor. I'm getting my merds all wixed today. My mom used to say that all the time. In case you wondered that, reaching through the front foot, we're going to lift up through the crown of the head. And remember, if this is enough, that's perfectly beautiful and acceptable. And if you'd like, you could come forward on the exhale and breathe a lot. Noticing how you feel with each inhale you reach. With each exhale, you draw that belly button in, lifting the pelvic floor. Let's inhale and come all the way up. And then we're going to support ourselves with our hands. And just lean onto the hands and actively press gently the hip forward, opening that front attachment. Good. And release. We'll bring the sole of the foot to the floor, about a hand's width of space between that foot and thigh. And then you have your options here. You can have your hand on either side. You could stay sitting up straight. Or if you'd like, you could work on binding, opening the shoulder and releasing around. Wherever you are, breathe a lot. One more strong breath. Good. Inhale and come up. We're going to grab that foot with both hands. As you exhale, reaching the sole of the foot up towards the ceiling, opening the heart. One more deep breath. As you exhale, we're going to release that foot on the opposite side of the front thigh, and then wrap that knee, drawing it into towards that opposite armpit, and make your way into a twist. Still reaching through the front foot. As you inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, soften. Breathe. Notice. Relax what you can. Inhale, release. And look forward one last time. We're going to engage, balancing. So there should be no pain in this posture. If you have to come a little forward or back to find that kind of sweet spot, do whatever feels acceptable or appropriate, available to you, engaging wherever you are, breathing. One more deep breath. And let's inhale and come up, reaching through the crown of the head, lengthening in the spine. Then we're going to bring the soles of the feet together. Sometimes I get lost in time and space, so I just want to make double sure. We're going to reach through the knees, reaching up through the crown of the head, and the knees reaching in opposite directions. Nice deep breathing. Relaxing what you can. Notice how you feel. Oops. Sorry about that. The person who's supposed to be in the class is calling me. Maybe they couldn't figure it out. So anyway, reaching through the knees. And then as we exhale, we're going to come forward as much as it feels accessible, reaching the chin towards the top of the toes. And again, not forcing, just witnessing, feeling where the resistance is and being compassionate with the moment. Using your breath to create softness breath to create focus and intention. One more full breath. We're going to inhale and come up, and we're going to open the feet as if we're reading a book. It's a beautiful book, and we want to be able to see the words, and we can't, so we're going to release the forehead towards the soles of the feet and breathe a lot. One more deep breath. We're going to inhale and come up, and we're going to just slide our feet forward a little bit, so there's a lot more space in this diamond that we made. And then we're going to come forward again, working on reaching the forehead towards the feet. And this time I want you to really think of reaching through the crown of the head as you inhale, and exhaling, engaging the abdomen, softening forward. One more deep breath. Inhaling, coming up. We're going to open the legs nice and wide, reaching through the feet. Inhaling, lengthen. And as you exhale, come forward if that feels accessible and good. Just spidering the hands forward as much as it feels good. And notice when you start to get caught in any part of the process of going into the posture, and just pause in that space. Use your breath to feel and experience that resistance, and then feel it ride out on the exhale. Allow it to exist, and then watch it leave with each breath. Slowly making your way. Good, let's inhale and come back. And then we're going to bring our awareness to one leg at a time as you exhale. The hands on either side of that leg, coming down, reaching through the crown of the head on the inhale, softening over the leg on the exhale. If you want, you could bring that outside shoulder to the inside, and then reach up and over, breathing into the side of the body. Nice deep breathing. One more breath. Let's inhale and come up. Coming to the other leg as you exhale, come down. Lengthening through the crown of the head. Breathing what you can. When you're ready, if you want to bring that outside shoulder in and reach all the way over, you can do that as well. Nice deep breath. Good. Let's inhale and come up. And then we're going to exhale and come forward for one more breath. And let's inhale and come up. We'll draw the legs together. And let's squeeze the thighs a little bit. So grabbing underneath right at the below the knee, and working on the hamstrings a little bit. They might have experienced a little stress in that posture, so let's release it. So just kind of squeeze from beneath the knee all the way back towards the hip. We'll just do that a couple times on each side. And then we're going to make our way onto our back. Nice and slowly and with awareness. Let's inhale and draw the knees in towards the chest. And we're just going to make some gentle circles with the knee. A couple times. One direction, a couple times in the other. Good, let's hold the left knee in towards the chest. We'll release that right knee out to the side. And you could keep the leg bent, or if you want to do nice broad circles with a straight leg, you can do that as well. And going in the other direction, still breathing. Good, we'll do that on the other side. Excuse me. So releasing that left knee, either bent or straight. Nice broad circles. Going in the other direction. However you'd like. Good. Bringing the knees back in towards the chest for a full inhale and a full exhale. Then we'll release the left foot to the floor. We're going to bring the right foot straight up towards the ceiling. And you can grab onto that thigh or the calf or the ankle or the toe. And just see if you could really keep your torso relaxed. If this is effortless and easy and you want to make it a little more intense, you can straighten the leg on the floor. We're just going to breathe here for 2 breaths. Imagine you're breathing in through the whole length from the heel of the foot all the way down the back of the leg to the attachment in the hips. And then as you exhale, really softly begin releasing that leg out to the side. And again, you do not have to do this step. Being gentle with your body. You could also be using a yoga strap here or the belt to your robe, which I use often, and now I can't find it. So make sure you pay attention where you put your belt to your robe if you use it. We're going to lift the head and look over the opposite shoulder. You could reach that opposite arm straight out from the shoulder as well. We're going to breathe here a lot. Let's inhale and draw that foot back up towards the ceiling. Grabbing that leg, you could grab the thigh or the shin, but grabbing it with both hands. We're going to reach the chin in the direction of the knee. Take a full inhale and a full exhale here. And then release. Release the that ankle over the opposite knee, and then we'll hug that opposite thigh or all the way around the shin, whatever feels good. And just rock a little bit, releasing any tension out of the back. Good. And then release the right foot to the floor. The left foot's going to come up towards the ceiling. Really pressing into the sole of the foot. Breathing into that line. Remember your options in the posture. And then slowly, after a few breaths, we're going to release that leg to the opposite side. And then you could reach out the opposite arm straight from the shoulder. Lift the head and look over. Nice deep breathing wherever you are. Making it accessible. Using your breath. As you inhale, we're going to draw that leg back up towards the ceiling. Grab it with both hands, reaching the chin towards the knee. Take a full inhale and a complete exhale here. And then release. We'll cross the ankle over the opposite thigh, opposite knee, and then release. Hug in the thigh towards the torso. Nice deep breathing. Notice how you feel. One more deep breath. And release. We're going to reach the arms straight up from the shoulders like the letter T, and we'll scoot the hips a little to one side, draw the knees in towards the chest and drop them to one side as we lift the head and look over the opposite shoulder. So we're just coming into a supported twist. And we're just going to breathe here a lot. Relax what you can. Feel the surface underneath your body that's supporting you. And just allow yourself to surrender into that surface. So you're not trying to control, you're trying to just surrender. Use your breath. Soften completely on the exhale. The more we can remember to use our breath in awkward positions in yoga, the more we remember to use our breath in awkward positions in the rest of our life, giving us a tool to access peace and connection. One more deep breath. Good, let's inhale the knees through the center. We're going to scoot the hips back to the center and then a little bit over to the other side. Draw the knees in again, and then as you exhale, release them to the other side. Lift the head and look over that opposite shoulder. So just the same on the other side. Supported twist and releasing. Imagine as you're breathing that you're creating space in your ribs. You're creating space between the ribs and the hips, and it's almost as if you're releasing the hips towards the soles of the feet, creating space on the whole lateral side of the body. One more nice deep breath. Good, we're going to inhale and bring the knees back to the center. We'll hug the knees in towards the chest. Let's exhale and release the soles of the feet to the floor. The feet could be about hip width apart. And then we're going to come up onto the elbows. You can support your low back or your love handles. You can kind of hold on with love and no judgment. And we'll inhale and reach through the crown of the head, lengthening through the torso. And if you want, it feels good and accessible, you could exhale and open the throat. Breathe. And we're going to inhale and draw that chin back towards the collarbone. Release back onto the back. And then we're going to reach, walk the feet in towards the hips as much as possible. And we're going to go into that bridge pose from here, always keeping your eyes looking towards the ceiling to keep it safe on the back of your neck. If you want, you could just come up with the hands on the floor, or you could support the hips with your hands, pressing the hips towards the ceiling, or you could reach around the outside of your ankles and really come up onto the shoulders and press into the hips, drawing the knees towards each other, remembering your bandhas and breathing a lot. So any one of these expressions, breathing, noticing. One more deep breath here. And then slowly releasing back onto the back. Hug the knees in towards the chest. And release. We'll bring the soles of the feet back to the floor. Rest the hands on the abdomen. And let's take some nice big belly breaths. Filling your belly as if you're drawing the breath all the way in, filling the pelvis. And completely surrendering. So allowing that belly to fill completely. And then exhaling. And then we're gonna bring the soles of the feet together. You can adjust however you need to. And so the knees are just open and you're releasing using gravity, and the arms are coming straight out from the shoulders. And just take some nice deep breaths, just like we did. Full belly breaths. One more strong breath here. Good, let's inhale and draw the knees together. Or release the legs out from the body. We're gonna bring the arms alongside the body. If you want, you can engage everything. Squeeze the face, squeeze the fists. Lifting up off the floor, and then on your exhale, softening onto the floor. You can lift the shoulders and kind of tap the shoulders onto the floor as well. So you have a nice broad space across the chest, palms towards the ceiling, space between the legs. And just settle, no longer trying to control the breath, just softening into the floor. Softening into your day. Allow the tension to fall out of the face. So feeling your forehead become nice and smooth and relaxed. Feeling your cheeks soft and smooth. Becoming aware of the subtle experience around your nostrils, slightly cool on the inhale and warm as you exhale. Becoming aware of the contact you have with the floor, allowing your weight to be supported and held by the floor underneath you, by the earth. This morning I read about really that flowers are expressions of good thoughts, like God's good thoughts are manifested through flowers. So we're going to use the image of flowers today. If you'd like, you could choose a flower. Imagine that there's a flower and it's just in the middle of your forehead. And that healing energy, that positive thought is just going to sink in to your scalp, into your skull. It's going to heal any thoughts that you have that you don't need anymore. It's going to heal any tension around your eyes. It's going to help you surrender. And as you continue to witness your breath without changing it, as it passes effortlessly in and out of the body, bringing your awareness to your chest. And if you'd like, you could imagine there's a flower, whatever you choose, a rose or a sunflower or a daisy or a lily. And just allow it to either hover or rest gently on your chest. And that healing energy, that positive, kind, gentle energy is just going to sweep over your chest. And it's going to reach deep into the shoulders, softening in the shoulder joints. You're going to feel it extending into the bones of your upper arms as it softens and melts away the tension in the muscles. It's going to extend deep into the elbows, releasing and healing the ligaments and attachments. Reaching into the bones of the forearms, relaxing the muscles, softening around the bones, reaching into the wrists, the palms of the hands and the fingers. And if you'd like, you can imagine There's a gentle flower or even just the petals of a flower, and they're filling your palms, reminding you of the simple beauty in life, that positive energy, gentle awareness and kindness, and allow that to sink in through the palms of your hands as it reaches up, healing any tension through the wrists and the forearms and the elbows and upper arms and deep into the shoulders. And breathing into that space, that compassion and gentleness. And you could imagine that there's a flower and it's hovering just above your belly. And its healing energy is going to extend and reach into the ribs, reach into your internal organs, healing, creating softness, nourishment, releasing any toxins, replenishing. And that energy is going to extend into each vertebrae of your spine, from the base of your skull, through the top of your back, the center, all the way deep into your pelvis. Feeling that healing energy allow you to surrender, feel safe and nourished. Feeling your hips beginning to settle. That gentle softness extending into the bones of your upper legs. Allowing your muscles, all of those thick muscles creating your thighs, to soften and surrender. Release and relax. Deep into the knees, reaching into the bones of the lower legs, settled and relaxed. Wrapping around and releasing tension in the ankles and the top of the feet and the soles of the feet. Soft, settled, and relaxed. If you'd like, you could imagine that there's a wave of an ocean and it's going to come up over you, and with it, it's going to take all of those flowers, just releasing anything out of your body, just taking even the visuals and the thoughts, allowing your mind to rest and settle for a moment. Just very gently begin wakening up. You can stretch or move however you need to. And when you're ready, perhaps coming to your side and taking a breath. And then slowly coming to a seated position. And once you're sitting, again, finding those sit bones and reaching through the crown of the head. We're just going to gently tuck the chin towards the collarbone, so you can rest the hands on the knees. If you want, you can grab the elbows behind you or interlace the hands. And we're just going to drop the chin towards the collarbone and take 3 full breaths. And release. And after you've taken your breaths, let's rub the hands together, creating some heat. Put one hand on the heart, one on the abdomen. We'll take 3 more full breaths and just take a moment to set the intention for your day, to have gratitude for your body and all of the processes it goes through without you even having to think about it. For your health, for the opportunity to continually grow and learn.
And while you're at it, you may as well like, share, and subscribe, pretty please. Thank you so much.